Good afternoon. This is Tisha McDonald,
And this is
Alternatives
Tanika
Beauty
Gillard.
Studio.
Yes, and this is Tanika Gillard. I am naturally yours.
Well, Tamika, you know how we start. How was your day?
It was okay for my audience. I burnt my face up the other day, so it hurts to talk, it hurts to drink, hurts to eat. It's like I resplit it anytime I do that. So then it has to
Oh,
you know, so I'm like, it's all good though. No worries. It was a good day overall. No complaints. Nothing much going on my end. Got my kids registered for school. Still got some little tweaks to do with the finishing them up for registering. First day was going to start on August the 25th. Now they're going to start on September the 1st. And, just little tweaks that we have to do. And I'm ready to see what all they're going to send because they change in different programs and adding new programs, with the online schooling. So I don't know.
okay,
How was your
okay.
day?
My day was really good, and hence our conversation of today. But today was a pretty decent day. I started off my morning. I have this skin tag on my face, and I went to wash my face, and I saw blood. I had rubbed it too hard, and so I pulled it out. I was like, let me just get rid of the skin tag. Now it has a bulb of blood, but I'm not going to mess with it right now. I'll do it later.
Okay.
But anyway, let's
Tisk,
get
tisk.
into, and it's important. Let me just put that out there. It's important. We think that we don't need to get our skin checked at the dermatologist, but we need to go to the dermatologist and get checked because I've had 3 mole removals already, one on my face, one on my arm, and one on my back. So this thing here, I was like, ugh. But anyway, let's get into it. I see we have a viewer. Good afternoon. This is Tisha, Alternatives Beauty Studio. Once again,
This is Tanika Gillard. I am naturally yours. I am in Birmingham, Alabama. Tisha is in Pennsylvania. So sometimes we come to you with our different points of view, the North versus the South. And then we also come to you from twin aspects. She has her opinion, I have mine. We don't always agree. And a lot of times we do agree. So just stick with us. Thank you for joining the twinness. So what is it
yeah,
that you want to talk about?
Tanika, we got to talk about it. As an entrepreneur, where do you draw the line? This has been a conversation since last week. I think my husband and I talked about it in the car. We disagreed about this. And then I had lunch with a colleague today, and she's having a similar issue as to what I'm having because people just want your time 24 hours a day, and that is not practical. So, talk to me on your side.
My stance. I think that it's important for entrepreneurs to set limits, and I think that most professional entrepreneurs do set limits, whether they're working 9 to 5 every day or whether they're just working a few days a week. Like I only work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday primarily. If I get you in on an extra day, that's just because I choose to. But I think, and even when I left and came back to the shop, I had to set the ground rules and the rules because clients would have me at the shop. I had 2 kids at the time, and I would be at that shop till 11 o'clock or midnight. The client would go ahead, get in their car and leave, but I'm still at the shop. I got to pack up my kids. And at night, 2 of them, one is handicapped, and it was awful. So I had to come back with some rules like, hey, I'm not starting no box sprays, no nothing that's going to take me a long time after 4. If you can't come on your day off, then don't schedule with me because I had to set limits on that. Even still now, like even with not so much time, but certain styles I choose to not do. Like I don't do faux lock extensions, and I've been getting a lot of requests for that this week, but I don't do them anymore. They're too time consuming for me. It's too much work, and then people don't understand that your hair follicles have to be able to withstand the weight of that. So anyway, for different reasons, I don't offer that service anymore. However, I will refer you, to someone that does like to do the faux locks. But anyway, setting boundaries is important because it tells people to respect your time. Because just because you're an entrepreneur, you have families, you have responsibilities outside. Like right now, I'm trying to get my kids ready for school, so I can't say, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's what I was doing before, was breaking my neck, trying to squeeze people in. But people know what they need before they need it. So if you know you need a hair appointment, don't contact me today for an appointment tomorrow morning. No, there's no way I could squeeze. And then depending on the service and what I already have going on, there's no way that I'm going to be able to have you on top of one another. And I think that that's true for any profession, whether you're doing whatever your service is, your graphics, t-shirt design, cup design, they don't have all night, because maybe they got the order and they're going to be working on their order throughout the night, but that's because they choose to. They might have their own thing behind the scenes, but their regular business or office hours is this.
Okay, so yes, same thing. So anyway, I don't want to even get into that, but it's the same thing. I find that now clients are trying to contact me in any kind of way they want to. They contacted me through my personal Facebook feed, Messenger, this, that, and the other. But I kindly tell them, please reach me at alternatives at 570-424-2900. That's the number to call, because I notice if you respond, then they'll keep going. They'll keep going, and they're eating up your time, and that drives my husband a little bit crazy. But my hours are my hours, and my hours are posted. I changed my hours since the whole COVID thing. I'm no longer there Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays. So I'm there Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. But even that is limited. I'm there from 7:30 in the morning usually until 6 o'clock at night during the week. And then on Saturdays, I'm there from 8 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. But I was having lunch today, and it was with a college professor, actually. And she was saying, because of the summer classes, they're doing it at home online. And so she had to say to her students, yes, you could do your work 24 hours a day. It doesn't matter. But that doesn't make me available to you 24 hours a day. Because she was saying how one of her students had text, let's say at 2 o'clock in the morning, let's say, and he sent her the email or whatever. And then he sent the second email with question mark, question mark, question mark, like, why aren't you responding to me right now? And so it was like
disrespectful.
Disrespectful. Then I had a business owner last week who came in, and she was saying that this person contacted her via Facebook after hours. She ends at 5, and the person found her and sent her something through Facebook at 8 p.m. at night. And so, it's like, where do you draw the line? Like, people have no boundaries. And if you say, no, call me on my office hours, then they find it that you're being rude. Like, you're saying something wrong, but you're not saying anything wrong. Because if you don't set a boundary, then or they feel like, oh, you don't need the money, or I can take my money elsewhere. Yeah, you can, because because I'm not available to you 24 hours. And my personal space is my personal space. For you to reach out to me any means necessary, I have a issue with that, But my husband and I disagree on that. My husband and I disagree on that. And I'm like, I don't think that's right, because when my phone is blowing up, the clients are texting me. And I said, I bet you if I turn on my salon phone right now, I'm going to have a few text messages. Lo and behold, I had 3 text messages there. I said, but see, you don't like that. I'm having all of these texts come to my salon phone, even though it's a business, line, so you can't say, oh, I feel this job in this position, you should be open 24 hours to me. And my other thing is, I'm a funeral director. So once someone dies, it's not like I can say, oh, hold on, I can't be there till tomorrow. No, that's a 24-hour job. So that's different. That's different. So every profession has their, hours and stuff like that. If you're a doctor, you have to be on call 24 hours. Funeral directors, 24 hours. Sometimes plumbers and stuff, because you have emergencies. But you know what I'm saying? That could be 24 hours, But other jobs,
but they'll say that. They'll say that they're 24 hours.
Right.
Or this is my 24-hour rotation. I have this 24-hour rotation this weekend. Or even with the plumbing service, when we used to have the yellow pages, you could look in the yellow book and see that this is a 24-hour plumbing contractor or whatever like that. So they still had their limited, and they would take turns, whoever that plumber was that day or that night, they would do the work.
Nice extra fee on top of that. They're not going to do it at their regular rate. So
That's
a
right.
hairdresser is
That's
not
right.
24 hours. I'm not coming into the salon at 3 o'clock in the morning to do your hair. So we're not 24 hours, and I think that's where now I don't mind sometimes if the clients call the salon phone, which is my cell, it's connected to a cell, I turn that off. If you call at 2 o'clock in the morning, they want to be the first message for the day. So I don't mind that. But when I forget
Hmm.
to turn off the phone, that's when my
Hmm.
husband's like, who is calling? And that happened to me 3 weeks ago. My phone
Hmm.
rang twice at 2:30. It was the same person, but they wanted to leave a message for me to get early in the morning. You know, so and you don't know when people are working. So he might have been working an overnight job. Therefore, that was the time
Hmm.
for him to call me.
Hmm.
So you don't know.
Yeah, and then I know some people like that, like California, your time zones are different sometimes, and so I have a lot of dealings with people from like California and stuff, and so our time might be off there. But then again, you could always look up on Google the time that it is. If you call it from Pacific time to Central time, what time is it? So respect is still always due, and it's the same thing. Like we're stylists, and so we might be talking to more stylists, but even with respecting your time, if you make a hair appointment, don't wait till the last minute to cancel. I've had people to. That's why a lot of people require deposits, and I'm one. And sometimes I'll let you slide if you've been a regular, whatever. But don't call at the last minute and say I'm not going to make it. You call to make the appointment, call to reschedule, and don't say, oh, I'll send you the money, because at that point it's not about the money. For me, I had to get up. I had to get my daughter up, and she's special needs, so that takes extra work. I had to get to the shop on time. I had to prepare. Somebody else could have had this slot. So, it's just respecting your time. We was talking at the shop, and one person was saying, hey, what if I don't have any clients? And then all of a sudden I get super booked with clients. Hey, these clients know ahead of time if they got a family reunion, if they're going out with the girls. It shouldn't be a last minute, let me all flood you at one time. I think people, once you set the boundary, then people will understand that. And the same thing with the education. That you got online classes, you got homework to get done. Yes, you got 24 hours. I agree. And then that's why people like instructors and stuff have to set the time. These are my office hours. Contact me during these hours.
Mm-hmm.
But be available during those hours. Don't say contact me during those hours, and if somebody's trying to contact you and you don't respond to them.
Right, right, right. So that was the gist of the conversation: is when is your time up, and how do you set those boundaries, and how are you perceived? Oh, here we go. We have a comment. It's about respect. It seems small independent business, especially Black business folks, expect 200% for 75%. I totally agree, Renee. I totally, totally agree. Thank you for watching today. Um, it is about respect. It is about respect, and that's what the people don't get. Is
I,
about respecting my time. I
mm-hmm,
expect you to be on time. So I do have a late fee policy, and after that's 15 minutes, you get 15 minutes to be late grace. Because you sometimes it's traffic. Sometimes I have new clients who don't know where to go because I'm behind. So I give them that 15-minute grace. Now you come 30 minutes, and I got a negative review for this, but this lady was an hour late and it was snowing outside. She didn't say that in her post, but she wanted to
mm-hmm,
post that she didn't get what she wanted because she wanted box braids after being an hour late in a snowstorm. No, you're going to get some cornrows, because you're an hour late, and I still have to get home too. Like I have a family to get home to too. And right, what you said, it's about respect, so I do charge a late fee now if you're going to be late, or I will have to reschedule you after a half an hour, depending on the service, because especially now, you don't know, you have to have it booked just so because of the COVID. So I'll leave enough space so I can clean in between the clients, et cetera, et cetera. But there's no wiggle room. There's no wiggle room. I have a client coming this week. I'm not going to say what day, but I have a client coming this week because she made an appointment. She did leave a deposit. She wanted to be an hour late. I said, I'm sorry, I can't take you. She's getting extension. Don't you know she showed up at the end of my day and said, well, I'm here. And I'm like, yeah, I can't take you. I'm working. It was fortunate that I had the client in the seat and my assistant there. And it was like, yeah, I'm busy. I can't take you. So it was like proof that I'm busy. Like, I'm not just telling you I can't take you because I don't want to take you. I'm telling you I can't take you because I have a busy day. But for her to even show up at the end of the day, way after her appointment, just to see
Right.
if I was busy, I was just like, are you serious right now? Again, it's about respecting the time. It's about respecting the time.
It was a stylist who posted this on Instagram. She was working out at the gym. This was some months ago before COVID. She was at the gym and somebody had texted her wanting an appointment, and this was her personal time. She has to get her workout in. And so the girl was like, I can't believe you're not responding to me, but you over there at the gym, da 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 da. Because I guess the girl must have stalked her or something. I don't know. And so the girl was like, hey, I have the right to take care of me first. If I say that this is what, contact me at these hours, she has to have her own personal time. Even if you have to carve it out, I know we have families, so we have things to do. If someone gets sick in our family, we can't just be 24 to the people and then you need downtime for a mental break. I know sometimes I get so overwhelmed with everything that I'm doing, but you have to have time for a mental break. And people don't understand, like, Tisha, you have several projects going on behind the scenes. I have projects going on behind the scenes. And so people don't understand, okay, this is alternatives time right here. This is Tisha's crochet time right here. This is Tisha building her other undercover businesses and branding right here. This is my course time. This is my time to study. This is my meditation time. So you have to that's where those boundaries come in. And for someone to call her out like, you at the gym, yeah, why can I not be at the gym? Why can I not take care of my health? Because if I'm not healthy and strong, how I'm going to do your hair?
Not for nothing, but that was one of the reasons I stopped going to the gym near me, because every time I would be in a class, I would see a few clients, and then they corner me. Oh, Tisha, I've been meaning to call you. Well, call me then. Don't stop me now when I'm doing my jumping jack. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this is not the time. I'm here at the gym to work out. This is not a time to say, oh, I've been meaning to call you. Do you have time for on? No, I don't. Like, call a salon, text me later, something like that.
Another thing, and I know that the stylist that works next to me, my suite mate, she gets really picky about this. We use social media, and so she'll give you all the information in her bio, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or whatever platform. She'll say, contact me here at this, and she gives you the instructions. And so when the clients don't follow the instructions, she's like, act like she don't even see it because you did not follow the instructions. If she says, book it this way, book it that way. If she says, I'm going to confirm it within 24 hours, she's going to confirm it within 24 hours. So it's like, people, do you follow the instructions that you're giving? But most of us just want it right now, how we want it right now, and we're all guilty of being impatient.
Today, isn't that the way they're being raised?
I just said that.
Society.
Yeah, we're impatient. We don't have the patience for whatever like that, but we have to learn to be a little patient, give me a minute to respond to your text,
But I'm grateful to be in business 11 years, and I'm grateful for my clients who get it. And I'm grateful that I have a certain set of clientele. I'm a niche market, so I'm appreciative of that. I'm not a general public type of a business. And this is Tisha McDonald's Alternatives Beauty Studio.
And Tanika Gillard, I am naturally yours. I'm sorry for the roughness. I burnt my face earlier this week, and so I'm just looking kind of bad, but thank you for hanging in there with me, y'all. Thank you. But like you, Tisha, I do have a certain clientele. I think the shop that I work in has a certain clientele, and I'm always grateful for that. And I'm always grateful for the referrals because those referrals are still of the same caliber. They understand they don't give me no problems about leaving deposits. They understand about being on time. They understand about bringing their own hair. And they understand about, the restrictions that we're under. You can't have all these kids with you. You can't have, they understand the rules and the situation that we're in now. They know, send me pictures of what it is that you want so I know how much time to gauge in between, and if you need some help with picking out hair and stuff like that. But so I am grateful for the clientele that I have that have been with me for a long time and continue to rock with me.
All right, so this has been the Twinness, and we want to say thank you for tuning in today. Where do you, as an entrepreneur, draw the line? How do you handle clients who want your time 24 hours, 7 days a week? How do you handle that? Because, like I said, my husband and I, we don't agree on this topic. So it probably would have been a fire up conversation if it was opposing side. So, because he sure believes, you know, you don't deserve. And I had to say to him, you get personal time. Like I'm an entrepreneur. I don't get sick days, personal days, holidays, this, that, and the other. I have to carve out my vacation time, and I'm grateful to be able to do that without asking somebody's permission. But just like you get personal time, I need personal time. So, but we just do not agree on that. So I just want to say, where do you draw the line? I have to ask. I want to know. So when y'all comment this week, let me know, where do you draw the line?
Or do you draw the line? Because you have some entrepreneurs that are always on the run, on the go, just constant.
Yes.
So, and I think it might come with age, like the young people, they trying to get their business, trying to get their coins and all of that. And then when, grinding. And then older, we're like, oh, tired, I got too many other responsibilities.
I got a lot of life in me.
Right, but when you're young with no kids, you can go like that, or even if you're just building a future for your kids, you're going hard like that,
So, all right, Nikki, you can contact me or look me up on alternativesbeauty.studio. You can order some. Oh, I'm so happy with my blow dryer. I forgot to mention this. We're off the conversation now. So I got this blow dryer yesterday. I don't know if you saw me post it. But it's a green one. I'm going to test it out tomorrow. I was supposed to test it out last night on Ray, but that didn't happen. So I'm excited to have gotten it. I told you I was going to order it, and I did.
Yes, I saw the video.
Yes, thank you.
With the interchangeable backs.
Thank you.
Yes. And you ordered that from where?
I ordered it from alternativesbeauty.studio in my shop button, and that's where I got it from.
All right. Well, I guess I'll see you on Sunday.
Yes.
For the Twinness. 2 o'clock.
We got to think about our conversation. Yes.
No problem. And hopefully I'll look a little bit better by Sunday.
Well, heal well. I'll talk to you later.
All right. So long.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. Have a good day.
And share if you can. Share. Thank you.